Hey everybody, this is Melanie Tanko, COO of Kypher. Welcome back to the second in our web series. Continuing with our talks on security, we're going to spend some time on threats. Today we'll be dealing with some very common and dangerous threats included in the malware category. And as usual, I hope that you come away with some information that can help your practice combat this threat. So, malware and viruses are lumped together as programs that attempt to do some harm. Malware is the conjunction of malicious and software, meaning software that can be used to compromise computer functions, steal data, bypass access controls, or otherwise cause harm to the host computer. Malware is a broad term that refers to a variety of malicious programs. There are several common types of malware, including ransomware, spyware, rootkits, and viruses. I'll review some of the most notable of these malware types. Ransomware is the newest kind of threat that causes a tremendous amount of damage. It can affect anyone and everyone. You might know someone who's dealt with this, and ransomware is a type of malware that prevents and limits users from accessing their system. This type of malware forces its victims to pay ransom through certain online payment methods in order to grant access to their systems or get their data back. Some ransomware, like CryptoLocker, encrypts files, and even if you pay, there's no guarantee that you'll get the key to unlock it. Jigsaw is another like CryptoLocker, but the difference is that it actually deletes your files if you wait too long to pay. Chances are you've heard of this one. Spyware is any software that obtains information from a PC without the user's consent, either as a drive-by download or as the result of clicking some option in a deceptive pop-up window. This often includes collecting confidential data, such as passwords, PINs, and credit card numbers, monitoring keystrokes, tracking browsing habits, and collecting email addresses, and often, a lot of times, healthcare data. Then software designed to serve advertising is known as adware. It can usually be thought of as spyware as well because it almost always includes components for tracking and reporting user information. Marketing firms object to having their products called spyware, so now it's referred to as PUPs, or potentially unwanted programs. Tracking cookies are files on hard drives that track a user's activity on the internet. Ever heard of a rootkit? Well, it's a type of malicious software that's designed to remotely access or control a computer without being detected by users or security programs. Once a rootkit's been installed, it's possible for the malicious party behind the rootkit to remotely execute files, modify system configurations, alter software, especially any security software that could detect the rootkit. It could install concealed malware and access and steal information or control the computer as a part of a botnet. Rootkit prevention, detection, and removal can be difficult due to the stealthy operation. Because a rootkit continually hides its presence, typically security products aren't effective in detecting and removing rootkits. As a result, rootkit detection relies on more manual methods, such as monitoring computer behavior for irregular activity, signature scanning, and storage dump analysis. A virus is a form of malware that is capable of copying itself and spreading to other computers and networks. Viruses often spread to other computers by attaching themselves to various programs and executing code when users run any of those infected programs. Okay, so how do you get around and combat this? First of all, get a strong anti-malware and antivirus solution. Uh, Anyone who's been using a computer for years knows that this kind of threat has been around for ages, and unfortunately, we are still vulnerable to it if we aren't taking precaution. So I can't stress this enough. There's a lot of free products out there that do a great job, but they might not offer you the peace of mind that you have in a paid or a guaranteed product. Next, you want to have a strong perimeter network, including a next generation firewall with intrusion prevention. Need to browse wisely. Credited websites like the major commerce and search engine sites and reputable businesses are less likely to cause any security issues. But entertainment websites are likely to contain adware or malware that can download through website cookies or when you click on a link. The best advice is to keep surfing to a minimum at work or not at all, and a good rule of thumb is if it's not business related, then don't visit. Avoid pups. They're the new add-on programs that come with other installs, things like toolbars, coupon printers, etc. They slow down your machine and promote pop-ups that can bring your practice to a crawl. I've personally seen this in action in a place of business, and I bet there are many people who can say that they had a computer fall victim to something like this at least once in the past. So, I've said this, in conclusion to talks before, but these security threats are real today, and we have to take action against them if we don't want to fall victim to them. And doing nothing changes the question from if to when your practice has a security breach. Based on some of the things that we reviewed today, the types of attacks, it could already have happened in your practice if you haven't been looking for it. Hey, if you're interested in a free consultation or you know a practice that needs help, please give us a shout out. We're happy to meet with you or talk over the phone to discuss security needs. Thanks for watching. Come visit us for new videos.